Astral projection involves the spirit or consciousness detaching from the physical body. Many describe it as a journey beyond tangible limits. Could you explain how this process theoretically works?
Certainly, imagine the body as a vessel and the consciousness as a pilot. Through meditation and focus, proponents believe they can direct this pilot to explore realms untethered by physical constraints. The concept leans heavily on metaphysical theories and personal testimonies rather than empirical evidence.
However, skeptics argue that astral projection might simply be vivid imagination or dreams rather than a genuine out-of-body experience. How do practitioners address this skepticism?
While its true skepticism exists, practitioners often cite consistency in their experiences, such as recurring environments or shared insights from independent sessions. Moreover, the phenomenon has persisted across cultures for centuries, suggesting a deeper, perhaps undiscovered psychological mechanism at play.
So, looking toward the future, do you see mainstream science ever bridging this gap between skepticism and belief in astral projection?
I believe as neuroscience progresses, especially in understanding consciousness, we might uncover facets that currently elude us, potentially validating aspects of these experiences or explaining them through novel frameworks.
During the Cold War, unconventional methods like remote viewing piqued the CIA's interest. What was the allure of such methods for national security, particularly in espionage contexts?
The Cold War was a period of intense rivalry with superpowers seeking every possible advantage. Remote viewing promised to bypass geographical borders, allowing intelligence gathering on a scale previously unimaginable. If successful, it could provide insights into foreign activities without risk of capture.
Nevertheless, many intelligence experts were skeptical, seeing it as science fiction. How did the CIA justify pursuing such a controversial field amid these doubts?
They focused on evidence-based testing. Reports of successful remote viewing sessions increased intrigue, convincing some that even a few accurate outcomes could justify broad, exploratory investment, particularly if adversaries were exploring similar methods.
With today's technology and intelligence software, do you think such psychic methods still hold any value?
In our era of advanced surveillance, traditional espionage methods are incredibly sophisticated. However, understanding human consciousness is still pivotal. As technology and cognitive science continue to evolve, we might revisit these methods through a new, evidence-backed lens.
Project Stargate remains one of the most talked-about CIA programs, specifically for its ambitious goals in psychic research. What exactly did the project entail?
It was primarily focused on evaluating remote viewing as a viable intelligence tool. Participants were often asked to describe or sketch locations they hadn't physically visited, with results sometimes startlingly accurate, sparking both excitement and criticism.
Critics argue that the inconsistent results undermine the program's legitimacy. How did the agency assess these findings despite criticism?
The CIA implemented stringent protocols to ensure tests were as fair as possible. They acknowledged variability but focused on notable successes, considering even small victory chances impactful in intelligence settings. This optimization approach is common in uncertain fields.
As we move forward, what are the implications of such research in current psychic studies and beyond? The legacy of the CIA's astral projection research remains controversial yet fascinating. How did their work influence subsequent studies or cultural perceptions on psychic phenomena?
The CIA's involvement prompted a surge of interest both in academic circles and popular culture. The allure of government-sanctioned programs lent credibility, increasing public interest and legitimizing funding toward cognitive and parapsychological research. It showed a willingness to explore beyond the known. Definitely a transition. Early studies often lacked the methodological rigor of contemporary research. However, they laid critical groundwork by asking bold questions. Today, we've better tools and frameworks potentially more suited for revisiting unexplored areas of human consciousness.
As future research delves deeper into the mind, what innovations or breakthroughs do you anticipate regarding human consciousness and beyond?
I foresee advancements in brain-machine interfaces and AI augmenting human cognitive research. These technologies offer profound insights into consciousness, potentially bridging gaps in understanding phenomena like remote viewing in scientifically plausible ways, sparking new waves of exploration.